Hello, hello, good morning, good afternoon. Hi, this is Miss T. I am new to this, so I just wanted to do something, a little quick makeup tutorial because people are always asking me, how do you do your eyebrows? How do you do your eyeshadow? How you do your makeup? It's so flawless when you come to work. I just want to do something real quick and simple, not simple, but something that I do. Just give you, see what you think. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. If you hate it, tell me that you hate it. I don't claim to be a professional, but it's just something I've learned over the years that I've learned from other YouTube um, tutorials. So I thought I might do one and try it. So tell me what you think. Subscribe, like, comment. Okay. All right. I normally don't moisturize. I know a lot of people do, but I don't, and it's funny. But I think I'll do it today because it's windy and it's cold outside, and I just don't want my skin to dry out. So I use hard candy. This is some stuff that I'm a bargain shopper, so I shop at Walmart and I buy all my stuff. I don't have like these big palettes of makeup right now, but this is just stuff that I use just something. It's a 3-in-1. Yeah, moisturizer, primer, all that nice stuff. So something quick. And yes, this is my first time, so if I'm doing something wrong, I take the best advice from anybody. I criticism anything, critiques anything, or whatever. But yeah, I I started this doing my own makeup for a long time. A lot of people's like, "Oh, do you go get who does your makeup?" I'm like, I do my own because I don't want to sit in a chair, and most people can't do it like I wanted. Not knocking anybody or bashing anybody, but it's just something that I've learned to pick up, and I've learned from cousins. I have a cousin that does makeup. I watch her all the time. Um, and I do a lot of YouTube surfing. So yeah, but I outline. I've learned a technique that if you outline your eyebrows first before you color them in, it kind of helps. So I do that, and I use a concealer, a lighter concealer on the bottom. And this concealer palette I got. It's old. I've been using it for like the longest. You could tell. I use a lighter one on the bottom just to highlight my brow bone, but then I try to use something that matches my skin tone at the top for that next. So hopefully I'm trying to get it. And this is my first one, so I'm not gonna edit as bad. I might just upload it and hopefully it'll do good. I look weird. I look like a clown, don't I? And stuff. So and I freehand, so I don't try to make it even because I feel like we're not perfect. The world's not meant to be perfect. If it was, we'd be perfect. So I know my eyebrows like look off, but I don't try to do that. Oh, you gotta go from your nose and here. I don't do that. That's just too much for me. Now, if I was doing my mom's makeup or a friend's makeup, yeah, I do all that. But on me, I freehand. And then the concealer, the top one I used, the Photo Focus by Wet and Wild, and I found it for like $2 at CVS, and um, I've fallen in love with this, so I think I think it's good. Cause I've seen a lot of YouTubers where they've done critiques on drugstore makeup products and all that. I feel like all is the same, but I mean, don't quote me on that. I feel like all makeup is the same, and I've seen a lot of people critique a lot of other makeup products like by other people, made by other companies and stuff like that. But I was like, well, it's the same in a way. Makeup's makeup. How it fits your skin tone and how it sits on your face is how you apply it. But that's me. I'm not a critic. Um, I use everything. I like I said, I'm a bargain shopper. I shop. Um, I shop. I eBay. I shop on eBay. I'm learning how to shop on there, and I've picked up a couple of palettes for like $1, and they be like little small palettes, and I'm like, oh, okay. And I make mine last, and I mean, every now and then I'll splurge and buy a big palette or something. But it's like, I'm very particular on what lines I use, because it's like I don't want to waste money if I don't like it. So I always buy the small version, like I guess you call them sample versions. I use those first, and then I use that second, and then I'll buy it if it's if it's really good. I'll buy a big palette with it. And this is my smallest one. I can't find my other one, but I do use Wet and Wild, the crayon pencil. A lot of people don't. A lot of people use. I've seen a lot of tutorials where they use the paint on one. I'm scared to use that because I feel like it's the one that Wonder Brow. I think that's what it's called. I'm scared to use it because I might not put it on correctly. So I like to use this. This is. I feel like you can't go wrong with an eyebrow pencil because you, you know, that's just me. But everybody's different. Like I said, we all are different. And I think each person, you can learn from something different from different people. You know, some use crayon pencils, because when I first started, a lot of the people that were doing tutorials, that's what they were using, crayon pencils. And then the more and more I got into trying to learn more techniques on how to do my eyebrows, how to, you know, people were saying, oh, they use the liquid one, or they use, but I've always stuck with this one. And I was going through my old YouTube videos that I had subscribed to when I first started, and it's just one that stood out to me with this girl. I can't even think of her name, but she was teaching me how to do my brows, and the technique that she was showing as far as like how to fade it out and make it look more natural. She's like, you gotta fade, 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 fade. So every time I do my contacts are dry now. Every time I do my brows, I can hear that girl in the background saying, fade it out. Fade it like a haircut. And I laugh so hard every time. I might, you know, like I laugh at everything. So you guys, the more and more I get into this, you'll see. I have a bubbly personality. I'm very funny. So I'm trying to keep this under 20 minutes. Because my son and my daughters are like, Mom, you take forever to do your makeup. And usually it takes me about an hour. And that's because I'm trying to be perfect. But when I'm like in a rush, I could do this in like 45 minutes or less. So I'm going to try to keep this under 30 and do just something simple. And usually when I'm doing it, I'm not sitting down, I'm standing up. But this is my first time, and we're doing it on my phone. I don't own a camera. But hey, a lot of people said they started out with just their phone. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to start with my phone and see where it takes me. You know, like if I can teach one person, because it's like people are always asking me where, and I'm like, go to YouTube. So now I can say, well, I have a YouTube channel. You can subscribe to mine. I'm thinking of changing my name to Miss T instead of just using my whole surname, and because people look at me when I say, you know, so I'm thinking of changing it to Miss T and doing something really, really simple. So, you know, what do you guys think? So, and I plan on doing a lot. I don't know. I want to do a lot of this, but, you know. Oh, this contact is really bothering me. So, yeah. I probably try not to talk so much. Next, I just use my finger. They say you're supposed to use your ring finger, but I don't, which is weird. So what works for you works for you. I go back with another concealer, and go over my eye to lighten it, because the colors that I'm gonna use, I usually try to match my shirt. Or if I'm feeling like, oh, reds, because I love reds. I've tried golds. Purple is my favorite color. Purple and gold, black and gold. I don't know. ASU. I did do 2 years there. So yeah. Um. So I got to fix this. Okay. Usually I go see my little sample palettes that I bought on eBay. They were like $1. I go in with this, and I don't have my towel that I have a towel that I use. I'm sorry. I have a towel that I use that I brush my excess makeup brush off. But I go in and I try to use something lighter all over because I feel like it makes the makeup stick. But I know it could be wrong. I could be doing it wrong. But this is just me. And I'm learning. And hopefully it's just something simple that somebody that's learning this, just trying to do something simple. A quick technique that they can pick up. Anybody. I mean, we all learn from something. Because I've sat there and watched drag queens like RuPaul Drag Race. Oh, I love that. And I watch how these beautiful people put on their makeup, and I was like, dang. Only thing I wouldn't do, only thing I would do differently is I don't do this that, but when they do their eyeshadows and they do their wings on their eyes, man, I'd be like, dang, I need to learn that technique. So because I'm wearing what is this, Crimson Red? Roll Tide. I think I'm going to go with Crimson Red. It's my base first. And I use, if I can find the brushes, normally, and I don't have like the best brushes because I don't buy brushes as often as I should. When I do, like I have my favorite ones and I don't see them for some reason. And usually when you're looking for stuff, they pop up out of nowhere when you don't need them. And then when you need them, you can't, oh, here. These were like $1 as well, but these like little simple little brushes. I can't tell you what type they are, but I use these. You know, you can tell I use them a lot and stuff. I used to use L because they were like $1. I found these at Dollar Tree, but then now they're popping up everywhere. So I recommend like people, like my mom, she's always asking what type of brushes should I use. I'm like go to Walmart, CVS, the Dollar Tree, and get you some elf brushes. They work wonderful. So I use Bossy, and this is by Huda. And I just started buying this type of stuff because I used to use CoverGirl, the 3 cover palettes, and that was it. But I was shopping and was looking for some makeup palettes, and I said, I'm going to try this. And this was my first palette, and I'm still using it. And I found another one. Huda has the best eye makeup that I think. Personally, I think. So I haven't had a chance to buy more, but I will. And I'm always watching Huda's channel. So, but they have like the best. So I usually do simple stuff like start up here above the eyebrow, the crease, and I just go from outer corner to end, which I'm probably not saying it right, but this is my first time. Maybe somebody can critique a sister and on what to say and what terms to use. But this is my first one, so you know. And some people, I can't do it. Some people do one eye at a time. I can't. I have to do both eyes at it. Because I'll forget what color I used and how much, and I'm like, you know what? Usually I go from eye to eye, and it works for me. What works for you works for you, and whatnot. So. And I always say, like I said in the beginning, people are always asking, why are you always wearing makeup? Your face is always beautiful? And I was like, well, it's not that I always wear it because the days I can go without. But I always say your face is your first impression, just like your smile, your whole personality is what attracts people. So I always feel like, okay, why not, you know, make your face beautiful? Because you never know who you may, who may you bump into. You might bump into the president, or can't. You got to be camera ready, honey. And I think I want to do, usually, I don't know. Like, I want to do it with a copper. So, I think I'm going to go with amber on this palette. This one. I think I'm going to go with amber under that. Because I try to recreate the same look. But I can't never recreate my same look. There's some people that can. Like, I was looking at a video that I did months ago using the exact same colors. Almost the exact same colors. And I can't mimic it for nothing. I can't get it. And I just like, oh well, maybe it wasn't meant for me to do it today. And sometimes, like, I use the angle brush. I know this is the angle brush. The angle brush, the angle elf brush. At the very top, like right up in here. Not under the brow, but just above that red with a lighter color. And I think I'll do blazing. Just to heighten that red a little bit. Make it pop. So I'm gonna probably post after this video. I'm gonna post a picture of me outside, because usually I do like my day-to-day inspiration chants right before I go to work. Outside on with my Snapchat, and I do a cute little filter, and I do something simple. And so I'll probably post that video to, once I'm done with this makeup, doing this. Next, I go with this concealer, and I go here because I'm usually gonna try to go with another color, but I feel like this it makes it pop. And I've seen people do it, but I can't perfect it. Like, one side I can do really good, like I can get it in that angle that I need it to be, and then the other side I was like, dang, I messed up. So, and I've seen a lot of people do it, and I can't think of half of the people that I've seen do it. But they do it so good. And I'm always on Instagram. I follow a lot of people that do different makeup tutorials, like really quick ones up close where they show the eye and the girls or the guys are doing. And I'm like, dang, I can't get that. But practice makes perfect. If you try, eventually. I think eventually I'll get it. Like, and it's this one particular girl I work with. Her name is Jazzy. You guys really need to check her out. I don't know if she has a YouTube page. If she does, I will look for it. But she works with me, and she can do some makeup, honey. And
Hey,
I'm always watching her. Ma'am,
I can't even find my other phone.
which one?
The one you gave me.
Okay, give me a second and I'll help you find it.
That's okay. Maybe one of the kids picked it up. You brought all your makeup in.
Because I'm doing a tutorial real quick. Oh, that's my mommy.
What you got in there?
I'm recording just in case when I pop it up, they'll know.
Oh, you doing stuff on your Facebook?
For YouTube.
Oh, well, don't erase me.
I can't, Mom.
Oh, okay.
I mean, I can, but I'm doing it over the phone, so I don't know how. All right. And I've discovered another color, copper. And it's on the I Got You edition. What is it? I Got You, yeah, by Beauty Glaze. I don't know who they are, but I've discovered this beautiful, beautiful color, copper, and I have fallen in love with it. Like, I feel like I have to, I rock it all the time. That and it's another color by Huda, Cashmere. Oh my God. Those are my two favorite palettes that I use. Two favorite colors that I'm always using. But see, you can't see it too good because of the lighting. But I felt like this was like the best lighting in here in my room until somebody said, a girl named dang, I can't think of her name right now. But I was just looking at her page, and she's like, on how to start your first YouTube channel, your YouTube video. She was like, the best lighting is natural lighting. And she was like, you can sit in front of a big old window and you have the best lighting. But right now, I'm in a hurry. Not in a hurry, but I just felt like this is the best lighting is in my bathroom. So, we're going to do this. So, you know. And the people that I'm mentioning, if I'm not supposed to mention you guys, I'm sorry. But if I am, I appreciate y'all. If it wasn't for you guys YouTube videos and tutorials, sister would not know a thing. Like I just felt like, why not do it? Because somebody said you should really try to do a YouTube video of, on how you do your makeup. I'm like, no, it's just not, And usually I do it all the way here, and I come back like with a lighter color. Like sometimes I use mud or this. Let's see, I'll put a brown on the end, and I'm always using black. I'll use like a cocoa or a suede, and most of the time I mix those two colors together right here, and blend it really good, and then go up over. And I'm always saying, the face is beat, honey. I'm always saying so now people can know when I say, they can see what I mean when I say my face is beat. This right here. Like, I wanted to start on Facebook, but I'm really on Facebook rarely. And I feel like, why not start here? So, hopefully, what you guys think? Huh? Alright, we're at 21 minutes, so I got a few more seconds. And then I'll go again with this on the other side with Bless. And I blend it in with like a little moon dust. And then I go here to make it look a little brighter. Make it look like it's on fire. Like a sunrise or something. And it always, you can't see it, but it gives it a really pretty glow tint. And just down the middle. So, and the funny thing is, a lot of people was like, you should make this a career. And I'm like, no. I started out in cosmetology school. And because I wanted to do hair like my mom. Because my mom is a hairstylist. Well, retired hairstylist. And I was like, I always wanted to follow in her footsteps. But then I was like, no, this ain't for me. Because I just felt like I just can't do it. I mean, I did it, graduated and everything. Took the test. But didn't go for the physical part. So, like, I can do makeup. I mean, I can do hair and everything. And usually I try to dust off that extra excess. I mean, I've learned a lot of stuff in like, some of the stuff that they taught us in class, how to properly, do facials, all that stuff. But I just felt like, you go where your heart is. And my heart was not really in it. It really isn't. So it's like, now I'm studying to go to school to be a nurse. Because I am a tech in an ER. And I love what I do. And I've been doing this for some years. And for a while, I kept saying, no, I don't want to be. A lot of people like, you should, when I first started out, like, a lot of people was like, you should really go further your career and become a nurse. I'm like, no, I had my ifs, my pros and my cons, and I'm like, no, I don't want to deal with it. It's just too much. I said, what I'm doing right now is a lot easier, simple. It's not taking me away from my kids. But then the more and more I stayed into the career, and I felt like, well, maybe that is my calling, is to be a nurse. And I think I'd be a really great nurse because I'm eager to learn any and everything. I'm always eager to learn, which is, exactly what the medical field is. You grow. You learn a lot. Like, I'm learning a lot. A lot of the nurses and doctors that I work around, they're quick to show you something and have no problem showing you, hey, this is a good technique. Da, da, da. And I like that. I really do like that about my job where I work at. It's like, they're always eager to teach you. Especially if you're eager to learn and if you. What you guys think? Huh? See? And usually I come in with a black and I blend it down a little bit with the browns so it's not so dark. And then I come again. I go back and forth with the bossy with the reds, and then you see, boom, and stuff. And I love to make people laugh, and I love to laugh. I think that's just the thing about being a Pisces. I love to laugh. We always like to help and all of that stuff. So I feel like, the